Hey there, welcome. I wanted to go over a few things with you before you get started. So, first thing is a macro, and this may be a little redundant to the video that I already sent, but a macro is basically a calorie. Okay, so like one single calorie broken down into three different components. So you've got a protein, you've got a fat, and you have a carb. Okay, you can have all three, you can have two of them, you can have one of them, but it's basically your nutrients in each calorie that you eat broken down. So basically what you're gonna do is we are gonna set you up on a macro plan. Okay, so I'm gonna set you to a certain amount of calories. They may look way more than you're used to, but this indeed helps you to be able to eat more. Eating with macros, you can actually get full and satisfied and almost too full, to be honest. So we want to find your perfect macro spread. Everyone's is different. Some people respond to low carb better, and some people respond to just different kind of macro spreads. So what I do is I'll set you up on a calorie goal, but your macros will be broken down. So when you enter your food, it's going to tell you how many carbs, how many calories, and then it's going to break it down to how many carbs, fats, and proteins that you're getting. So you want high protein food, and this is actually going to teach you how to intuitively eat. So you can keep doing this over and over again. And you know, what I do a lot when I coach people on how to do macros is you get really good at them, and it goes really well, and then sometimes you fall off the wagon and then you just need to track again. But when you do it for a little bit, you will kind of get used to eating that way intuitively, and you'll continue to eat that way. So sometimes you don't have to track anymore because it's kind of tedious, but it's very good for teaching you food. So anyways, there's also a couple options for fitness. So I have an on-demand program. Most people like that because you can pick home, gym. There's two different options for everything, or for most of the things. I also have little 10-minute booty, arm, and core workouts. So like say you went for a 30-minute walk and you wanted to just work your core for 10 minutes. That's a really good thing to do too. Just make sure you're recording, like if you're walking, if you go on a hike, if you jump on the treadmill and just walk on an incline. Those are all really great ways for us that are not in our 20s anymore to get in shape. So cardio has been way overhyped, and it actually ends up holding on to fat because your body is in a fight or flight position. And I learned this from being a burn boot camp trainer. Once I left, I started doing only strength. I never believed it. I was like, I'm gonna gain a bunch of weight and all my muscles gonna be gone. But I got so busy personal training, which I do a lot of in-person personal training. I just am booked right now. But when I had to cut back because I ran out of time, I actually lost 8 pounds when I stopped doing so much cardio, and none of that was muscle. It was all done on a measurement system where I still got my muscle mass and my fat all broken down, my fat percentages and everything, and nothing at all changed except I lost weight and I lost fat. Okay, so taking it down a notch and not working out 7 days a week and not like just cardio crazy is really good for us once we get into our 30s and past there. Okay, so and each year into your 30s, like I'm in my late 30s now going on to 40. Okay, so each year you're gonna realize that your body doesn't respond to that. It like clings onto fat because it's freaking out. It's like, oh my gosh, stop doing this to me. You're heightening my cortisol levels, and I'm just in fight or flight mode. So anyways, those are some good things to know. So we will work through tracking macros. What I want you to do at first is I'm going to set you on a basic macro spread. A lot of people do good on low carbs. Some people do good on the basic spread. We will try it out for at least a couple weeks, but what I want you to do is get at least one weekend and 1 week in there. I don't want you to worry too much about any of it, okay? Like, don't be like, oh my God, I went over, or I'm embarrassed because I had 5 margaritas, or, I ate half a sleeve of cookie dough, okay? I will be looking at all that to see how you eat. So it's good for me to know that. So I can give you some alternatives and just kind of see what you're craving. Like, a lot of people crave sugar, and it takes a second for your body to wean from sugar. It's almost like weaning from a drug. I mean, it really, that's what it is. Refined sugar gets in your brain and you form an addiction towards it. So those are a couple things I want you to track for a good week and a weekend, so I can just see how you eat, and we will kind of go from there. But also, if you would prefer me to put workouts on your days, I can do that. They would just be placed on like 3 days a week, and you can move them around. Your dashboard is your dashboard. You can move everything around in there. And on the app is where you add the meals. There's a little plus sign at the bottom. It's where you can pick your workouts, or you can move your workouts around. So if you have any questions on that, let me know, but you can play with it. I'm not like looking at your dashboard all the time. So like, if you want to play with it like 20 times and move things around, that's no big deal. But anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. All the workouts are written by me. They're about 45 minutes, and a lot of them are home friendly. There's some body weight ones on there. I always tell people though, just get a cheap Crunch membership and go do the workout, because you know what? Most of the people, I also train in a box gym, and basically every person on that floor, men included, they all have a workout trainer that they're doing online that kind of demos workouts. Most of them actually don't demo them. They just tell them what to do. So their form is often very wrong. But fortunately, I found a platform which it pre-demos, cues you, and everything. So if you have any questions, let me know.